Hi there folks, well today, despite the weather, I've actually come to the village of Elderslie, which is in Renfrewshire. It's not that far from Paisley, it's actually just along the road a wee bit from Paisley. And I've kind of come to a wee site in Elderslie. If any of you are on kind of coming over to Scotland to kind of look for sites associated with William Wallace, this would be one for you. Because as local legends claims, William Wallace was actually born in Elderslie, near Paisley. Historically, archaeologically, we can't prove either way. There is a possibility that he was born in Elderslie, at the site that I'm just going to go visit. His family did own land in this area, so there's a chance that he was born here, but we can't say for certain. But it's a nice wee site that I'll kind of go and have a visit. It's called the Wallace Memorial. So if you're kind of want to come over and do a wee Wallace tour, this could be a wee place where you could start. And a wee interesting connection to connect him to Paisley was it because he was the second son of a minor noble. He was said to have been sent to be trained to be a priest at the Paisley Abbey, which is I've done a video for previously, which you'll be able to find in my Paisley playlist. So I could kind of another wee place to kind of visit if you're kind of coming over to look for William Wallace. So I'm going to stop rambling now, get out of the car and try and kind of go and have a wee wander around the memorial and let you all have a wee look to see what it is, and hopefully you'll enjoy. I'll see you in a sec. So Paisley is back along that way, and what I've come to see today is this. This is called the Wallace Memorial, and it's actually built on the site of a fortified settlement, which is supposed to be where Wallace was born. They actually did do an archaeological dig here, and they actually did find evidence for there being a kind of fortified settlement on this site, which would probably be owned by a noble family of sorts, possibly by the Wallaces. So, let's have a look at this. And as you may have guessed, it's standing right on the main roads. I'm just kind of wandering up this way. So this here would be the ruins that I was talking about in the plaque from the 15th to 17th centuries. Which would be 100 to 200 years after Wallace's death. So if Wallace was here, that's the kind of settlement you'd have seen. So it's kind of wooden palisade, the buildings inside it. of the reason why there has been such a strong tradition of Wallace and being here is partly due to it being mentioned in a poem called by Blind Harry called Wallace, which states that he's from Elderslie, which could be Elderslie here here near Paisley, or Elderslie, Ayrshire. So yeah, so that over there is the Wallace Yew, and there had also been an oak tree nearby. I think it's been felled now, but apparently an acorn from that tree was planted in the Fountain Gardens in Paisley. So I'm just going to go over and have a look at the memorial because there's some friezes on the base that are interesting. So I'm just going to go over just now. So that there's actually a replica of a memorial that actually lies on the floor of Westminster Hall, which is part of Westminster Palace, or it's kind of the House of Parliament down in London, and that's where his trial took place. And this here is a replica of a plaque that's actually up in is it Smithfield, I think? Yeah, it actually says on the bottom. If you look closely enough, there's a replica of the plaque at Smithfield in London, which is where there's a lot of kind of butchers there, and it's a kind of butcher's market. And before that, it was a site of execution, and it was where William Wallace was executed, and this is a replica of the plaque. So that is the memorial. Yeah, I've always thought this was quite an unassuming spot for what was supposed to be the birthplace for one of Scotland's national heroes. It's just a bit of raised ground above a main road through I've always thought it was quite a simple, understated memorial for him as well. Well, that's me just finished my wee visit to the Wallace Memorial in Elderslie. I'm just going to be heading off in a minute. And I don't know if he's actually noticing one of the plaques that I kind of shot during my wee video. But it actually said that on the Saturday closest to the 23rd of August, which is the date of Wallace's execution, they actually have an event on up at the memorial. I was kind of thinking it's like the Wallace Society and the Clan Wallace all kind of have a kind of memorial to Wallace and essentially remember him on or around the day of his actual execution. So that could be something that could be of interest if you're wanting to do a wee kind of Wallace tour. And yeah, definitely something that I think probably needs to be better known, especially with Wallace being one of Scotland's national heroes and with him now being kind of world famous. So if you ever come to Scotland, come visit the Wallace Memorial in Elderslie and why not have a wee tour looking for where he came from and where he ended up going to. So it could be something of interest for you all. And I'll stop blathering now, and I'll see you all in the next video. See you later. Bye bye.